Hi guys, welcome back to this second live I'm doing. Okay, this one I'm doing landscape, I guess. I'm not doing it like up down. So I don't know if you guys are at work or not, but I had time right now and I really wanted to share with you the things that I can update you on. And that is, first of all, that the student of Neville Goddard who I've been in contact with is Lindell. Yes, it's Lindell. And I'm super excited. And so he sent me some CDs that were his recordings because after he learned from Neville here in Los Angeles area, he went on to teach himself, and he spoke, and he had a little bookshop and hall where he would speak, and so he has really a lot of good things to listen to. You know, a lot of you have seen his. I think there's like 4 videos of his on YouTube, and there's different people who have posted it, so I don't know who the original poster was, but yeah. So let's see. Yeah. So basically, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 hours of audio, and thanks. And yeah, so he is going to allow me to share the audios on my YouTube channel, and which is great because he knew that he has some videos online, but I got a chance to speak to him for a while yesterday. We had a nice long conversation yesterday evening, and it was so amazing. I mean, I know there are people who love Neville and his work, and then there are some of us who are just crazy about, hi Lisa, hi guys. And then there are some of us who are just crazy about like any little detail we can find out from Neville's teachings, about like the way it was to go actually hear him speak and to hear from his own students too. So yeah, it's Lindell, guys. I talked to him for like almost an hour last night, and it was so wonderful. It was so funny because I felt like we speak the same language, and although our ages like are nowhere near each other's, but it was great. He's so nice, so full of knowledge. I mean, one of the things I really wanted to learn more about was scripture and how I can use it more in my references to support all the information about subconscious mind, law of attraction. And he knows so much about that, and he knows so many, the verses, he just pops them out and he knows them so well, and the exact interpretations as Neville knew them. And that's something that I really want to learn more from him, because as I'm pretty good at the practical application of it, I am not great with referring to the Bible when it comes to, hey, you can refer to it right here. I always have to look it up again. I always have to kind of hear it over and over. So I know you guys are typing stuff. I can't really see it. I can only see it for like a couple seconds as it pops up. So I will answer questions, or if you have any questions, I'll answer them later in the comments. But yeah, so it's Lindell. I talked to Lindell for an hour, and it was so awesome, because this is part of the reason. Part of the reason I was really excited about, I didn't ask him about Joseph Ali, but okay, so he doesn't use the internet. He's, I think, 80 something years old. I'm not sure, but I was so happy to be able to ask him questions that I see people sort of arguing about back and forth about, well, no, Neville said this, no, Neville said that, Neville would agree with this, would agree with that, wouldn't agree with that, and I was able to just directly ask him questions, and he answered me, from a first person experiencer of Neville, So that was awesome. Now I'm going to share all that with you guys, probably not next couple videos, and then I'm going to figure out how to turn his audio CDs into videos on YouTube, and I'm sure it's pretty simple, but I haven't done that yet. So I look forward to doing that. So everybody can hear his audio presentations, and he has his own style, of course. Lindell, he has his own way of speaking. I know you know him. He's the guy who kind of laughs like Robin Williams in his videos, and he uses a lot of references to Neville's work, to Neville's things that Neville would say, because he was his teacher, and some of the things are, his own, his own words in his own interpretation, and it's all great stuff. Please, guys, share. Like, seriously, I don't have that big of a reach on YouTube, but I'd love just for whoever was looking for this to be able to find it. So when I post the audios, I'm going to try to share it on different platforms, different Neville Goddard forums and platforms, so everybody could get a chance to hear it. Let's see, I can't think so much. So, okay, thanks guys. I'm like quickly trying to read what you're writing. So yeah, I mean, do you have any like specific questions right now? Because I'd like to do a separate live just taking questions of what it was like to talk to him, like what I talked about specifically. I mean, I wish I'd recorded the conversation, but I think that would have been a little awkward, considering it was the first time I was talking to him like for an actual conversation. And so like, I'll tell you a couple things we touched on. Well, I'll tell you, Rose, how I manifested this. I manifested this by, it was like a few weeks ago or a couple months, no, weeks, not that many months ago. I'd say it's in the weeks amount of time that I really felt like I wanted to have like, I don't know if you can call it inside information, or like I wanted like to talk to someone who had personal experience with Neville Goddard. And I knew that it was possible, but I didn't know who it would be. I mean, I thought maybe it might be his daughter, but yeah, I put it out there, and I just kind of like, I Nevilleized it, I guess you could say. I just felt it real, and I let it go, and I didn't worry about it anymore. And then I had been planning to contact Lindell for a while, and I was putting it off because I was kind of nervous about it, and I was kind of not ready for it. And then so I finally I got the nerves up to contact him. And if you guys watched my live last week, yeah, I made a complete fool of myself, but luckily he's someone who understands that. So it was pretty awesome. Yeah. So how did he come across Neville Goddard? I don't know. I didn't ask him like how he started hearing Neville's work. I know he said that he went to see him speak in person. So Neville used to lecture in different places, but I think mostly the one he's more known for lecturing, the place he's known for lecturing at is the Wilshire Ebell Theater on Wilshire in Los Angeles. And that is where he would go see him speak. And he actually himself did speak there as well. So, because he became a speaker and a teacher of this material, right? So he did speak at the same venue, but he didn't say what it was that first made him like go see Neville speak. Sorry, I'm holding my phone because when I mount it for some reason behind my light, it's like pressing buttons for some reason today. But yeah, so I don't know what initially made him go see him speak, but he did discover him through seeing him speak. And then I think he listened to his audios, like to his cassette tapes. And so, okay, a couple things I'll like touch on right now that I did ask him about. Number one was affirmations, because I don't know if you guys watched my video on affirmations with how Joseph Murphy and Neville Goddard seem to go about that in different ways. So I asked him like specifically about affirmations, and of course he knows Joseph Murphy's work too. So he gave me a real plain answer about that, and I'm happy to share that soon. I'll do another video on that because it's kind of a big thing that I think people might want to specifically search for. Let's see. I didn't catch the last things you guys said, so when it pops up again, I'll check it out. So yeah, it was so awesome. It was so amazing. I mean, it was like so surreal because I was so kind of nervous about it and excited about it that I was afraid I would be able to get my thoughts together. But I had written a couple of things down, and just aside from that, I think I became so much more relaxed when we just started, talking, and I realized that I really understand so much of what he's saying, and he enjoyed speaking about that stuff as well. So yeah, I will. I'll definitely make videos. Yeah, yeah. My husband makes me smile like this, and he also makes me want to choke him sometimes. But yeah, that's all good stuff. So actually, the funny thing is that okay, I was alone yesterday at the house when I called Lindell, and when I love you too, guys. This is so cool. I get to hang out with you guys, not just like send messages. So I just can't see you, but hey, I can see what you're writing. So I was alone at home when I called him, and I was trying to call at a time where he's not having dinner or lunch or something. So I called and nobody was here. But we were speaking for so long that by the time I was done, my older daughter had come home, and then my husband came home with the baby, and they were like letting me be in one room without making too much noise because they knew I was trying to have an important conversation. And then, so when I was done, I came out of my bedroom and I came into the living room. Everyone's just kind of hanging out there. I'm like, I just talked to Lindell. I just talked to Lindell. I just talked to Lindell. It's like looking at me like this woman is insane. And yeah, it was like weird. I was so excited that and they were kind of like just weirded out by it. And I was like, guys, I'm so excited about this that I don't even care that you're not excited for me like right now. And of course they got excited for me, but yeah, it was really cool. And then, so yeah, that's, I guess, about it for right now. I mean, I just wanted to I really wanted to update you because I know I've been making posts saying, oh, I talked to somebody who was a student of Neville. So yeah, I want to say who it was. And when the first thing I asked him about sharing anything with you guys was the first thing I said was, is it okay with you if I tell my viewers that that I spoke to you in the first place? Is that okay? And then he said, oh yeah, of course. And then I said, so the audios that you sent me, I said, a lot of people would want to hear it because the few videos that you have on YouTube, people kind of adore you and they think that you're really you're pretty great. So I said, I'm sure that if you would be interested in sharing it, I said we can share it on my YouTube channel, or I said we can make one for you if you want. And he said, no, he said you can share it on your channel. And that's so exciting to me. So that's about it for now. Let me see. You guys have been asking. I have to wait for it to pop up again. But yes. So hopefully I'm not distracting you guys from work or something like that right now. But that's it. I know I kind of built it up and I was so excited. It's Lindell. And in the future, I may ask him if he wants to do an interview with me. Maybe we can do that. That would be awesome. But I didn't want to attack him with a million questions at one time. So, okay, Rose, good question. Hold on, I'll answer that. Yes. Yeah, lives are really fun. I should do this more often. Considering I don't edit my videos, I should do lives because I'm not editing anyway. Oh, Lisa, thanks. Thanks for staying up. Yeah. So yeah, I knew Lisa, there was a good chance that you'd be, more chance you would have some free time right now than those at least on the West Coast. People are still at work here, some of them. But okay, so yeah, my husband's reaction when I told him I started crying the first time I called Linda last week. Okay, so I hadn't told him that I was gonna call him because it was just one of those things that I was doing my work and then they were not here and the thought occurred to me and I thought, okay, I gotta do this now. I just have to not think about it and just call him. So I called him, and then later that day when I saw my husband, he was like, I told him I was like I did something and it was just ridiculous, and I was like, I'll tell you about it when we get to dinner, because we were going to dinner. And then you can't tell my husband something and then not follow through with it because of like, what is it? What is it? Like once I put that in his head, he has to like hear, because he thinks I just like totally like ridiculous or embarrassing or is involving someone he knows. And then he's like, oh man, what did you do this time? You know, but oh, cool. You guys are not too far from each other. Awesome. Okay. So, yeah. And so then when I finally told him, he's like, oh, so you cried. You called him and you cried. That's cool. He goes, I mean, what is he gonna react? He's not exactly like, he's a very expressive person. He's an artist, but yeah, at the same time, like for as long as it's not something that he had to worry about my safety or anything, then he was cool with that. He thought it was sweet actually that I cried because he was expecting something like totally weird. But yeah, that was weird. Yeah, and that's so funny you say that. That he's probably jealous because when I was like actually today, okay, he was saying something and he was talking about I don't know what he was saying, but it was like in reference to me being so excited about having spoken to Lindell, and today I told him I was like I know you're jealous. I was like, that's fine. He's like, why would I be jealous of you? I'm happy that you're having good things happen. I was like, no, you're not jealous of me. You're jealous of Lindell because I like talking to him so much. He's like, yeah, okay. So anyway, that's about it. I gotta wrap up, but listen out for those audios. I'm gonna figure out how to upload the audios with how everybody else does. I'm sure there's obviously a way because it's done all over YouTube. So I'll upload the audios. I'm gonna do it, okay, it's in 4 CDs, but each CD has like 2 lectures, and each lecture is about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna do it as 8 uploads. So each one is not too long because it is 4 hours altogether. And so I'll do like 30-minute uploads. And yeah, thanks. So yeah, I'll be able to read your comments like really clearly after I wrap this up, and then I'll write in the comments below after it posts. So yeah, thank you. Please share this with other people. This is awesome that we have actually like contact and like good like communication with someone who is one of Neville's students who saw him speak, and there's so much like cool insight that is Neville, as a human being, and that's what I think so many people love hearing, because he's so well spoken and he's so he has charisma, right? Neville had charisma, so it's cool to see him as a human being and just like the way he spoke and the insights he might have had to people that wasn't caught on tape, So, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. I mean, I'm not like, all, I don't give nearly enough time and effort to YouTube as I should because I really enjoy it, but I probably will eventually. I'll pay more attention to doing. I've been doing more uploads. It's just I have to like improve my preparation maybe, but anyway, I'm really glad I can bring you guys cool stuff. Thanks, Rose. Thanks, Infinite Corridors. Thanks, Mike. Sorry, the name just disappeared as I was going to read it. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, Julie, for being here. Thank you, all you guys, for being here. I can't see the list of who's here. I just see the messages as they pop up. So, okay, are you guys as excited as I am? I'm like, I feel like a groupie kind of. So I don't want to feel like a groupie, but I kind of feel like this is what a groupie would feel like. All right, guys, have a great day, great night, and I will see you guys really soon. Okay? Okay, bye.